As you fly into Rio, you can't help but be overtaken with the spectacular view of the coast. But there are so many other things to Rio, as you'll discover. There's the Maracanã, the largest Olympic stadium in the world, holding 200,000 people and host to the largest football game of all time. There's the incredible architecture in the city with its Portuguese heritage. There's so many buildings, and the National Museum and art galleries are certainly not worth missing when you're in Rio, so make sure you check them out. Rio is home to theatres, plays and musicals, the like of which are comparable to anywhere in the world, so don't just stick to the beaches, okay? Europeans first encountered Guanabara Bay, where Rio is situated, on January 1, 1502, hence the name Rio De Janeiro, January River. When in Rio, I usually stay in Botafogo. It's the suburb next to Copacabana and Ipanema and situated on a quiet bay away from the craziness of those other suburbs. The view of the Sugarloaf is only beaten by the actual act of going up the Sugarloaf, getting the cable car and checking out the panorama from above. The view is literally spectacular and it's a must-see when you're in Rio. Rio is home to some of the largest shanty or favelas, as they call them, in the world. Rocinho and many places where many poor people have come to live. It's a miraculous city in Rio where the rich live right next to the poor. But once you do head to the beaches, there's of course Copacabana and Ipanema. Copacabana is where most of the black local people go to the beach, whereas Ipanema is where the richer, more exclusive people tend to play. Of course, Rio is home to the bikini G-string, as well as, well, a bevy of some of the most beautiful women you'll find anywhere on earth. The system on Ipanema is that there are posts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through to 10. Each post represents a different section. So for example, in post 8 you have the gay section, in post 9 you have the young people section, in post 10 you have where, well, shall we say, the gringo hunter types hang out. One of the other great things of Rio is it's surrounded by a tropical forest, so you can also go for some amazing hikes and see some great waterfalls, tropical rainforest, and take some time off from the craziness of a city of 6 million. Having got your dose of sun and recreation for the day, it's time to get some rest, because at night time Rio really comes alive. It's one of the greatest party towns, as you're probably aware, on earth. So where do we go? Well, one of the greatest spots to go is Lapa. Lapa is located right near a train station or a little aqueduct that runs nearby. It has awesome clubs, probably 30 or 40, with everything from samba music to hip-hop to techno, you name it. So you can come out, grab yourself a cheap cocktail for $1.50, and it's party time on the streets of Lapa. So let's go and check out a few clubs, shall we? Outside of Carnival, New Year's Eve is a wild celebration. I was there on New Year's Eve when they had the Black Eyed Peas playing on Copacabana Beach in front of 2 million people. So check it out and let's party New Year's Eve style Rio de Janeiro. Enjoy, everyone. The stunning Lemaire Channel was named after Charles Lemaire, a Belgian explorer. It was first traversed in 1898 by a German expedition.
got busy catching a whale, one watching whale going.
Coming up after the break, we go to the Nudum Festival of Mongolia to watch the wrestling in action, as well as see some of the national costumes. And then we finish up in the Philippines with a bit of nightlife and some relaxing on White Beach and Puerto Galera. See you after the break, everyone.